Can mindfulness be effective in helping to stop temper tantrums? Usually we think of temper tantrums in association with children, but in fact temper tantrums are also associated with adults. Usually we can trace back a temper tantrum to some kind of hidden fear. And so what mindfulness is best at, I think, is actually addressing the fear, which would then result in reducing or eliminating the temper tantrums. When we get stuck in a fear mode, we also get disconnected from ourselves. Being disconnected is a way of protecting ourselves when we get into a fear situation. And so what happens a lot of times is when we get stuck in this fear mode, it can last for quite a long time, sometimes for years, so it becomes problematic. And what we become disconnected from are the only things that we really have to be disconnected from, and that's our body, our thoughts, our emotions, and our breath. And so at the core of mindfulness practice, what we have is our ability to pay attention to the present moment, but in a particular way. And so what we pay attention to in the present moment very specifically are our bodies, our thoughts, our emotions, and our breath. Those same four things that we become disconnected from when we get stuck in a fear mode, and results in lots of iterations of expression. A big one being a temper tantrum. And so with practice of reconnecting and eliminating that fear, at the very least reducing the fear, we can very much reduce temper tantrums, if not eliminate them. And that's with children and adults. Now with adults, we have one other approach that we can use. Adults are pretty good at recognizing patterns in their lives. Most patterns are unconscious when we go on to automatic pilot. But if we can use our mindfulness practice to begin to recognize patterns that repeat over and over again, that bring us into that fear mode, then we can intervene with mindfulness before that pattern takes hold of us, come out of automatic pilot, and start responding in a conscious way rather than reacting in a knee-jerk way. So we can respond, we can have choice, we can choose how to respond, and that's the benefit of the mindfulness practice when it comes to recognizing these automatic pilot patterns. So combined with the core practice for children and adults, and combined with recognizing these patterns, mindfulness is a very, very effective tool in reducing and possibly eliminating temper tantrums.